Hello to all of my fellow shinobis and kunoichis out there. It's your one and only Shinobi Hiraji, and I'm back with another video. We are recovering episode 250 of Boruto Naruto Next Generations. We're freaking like 11 episodes behind because I believe it's 261 as of right now. That's the latest episode. But yeah, um, sorry for the lack of posting. I was sick for a whole week at one point. Not only that, I was slacking. So yeah, I'm back on track. Got a whole schedule what I'm posting as in the next few videos. So yeah, hopefully let's get them out all on time. Anyways, let's get into it. Okay, as you guys have seen on screen, we have Boruto basically realized he created or he messed something up. Um, then we cut to the panel of Ikara. He's checking on his sister, and then Kobana comes in. Is having a conversation with Ikara, is having a good time, whatever the case is. Blase, blase, and then where Kobana starts talking about how he wants to use the said weapon or he had like a straw, like a spit straw, whatever the case is, whatever you want to call it. But he had the straw in his mouth. He was using it as a weapon, and he was like, one day I'll use it to take down the hidden mist, whatever the case is, and it triggered Ikeda and made him think about stuff. And Koban he's a child, so I think this is before Funamushi's death, because Funamushi is Kobana's dad. So this is before Funamushi's death. So he's like, yeah, I'm gonna train this and that. I believe in you. I feel like you can train too, Ikeda, and you can help with the war. And Ikeda's like, that's not what I want to do. Whatever the case is, then his dad comes in, Lord Arami or whatever. I guess that's Ikeda's dad's name. He comes in and comes to mess up the conversation, and then Ikeda went about his endeavors with Kobana, and they went downstairs or wherever. They went to the docking ship with humans or whatever the case is, and they was doing the do, and someone ended up telling Ikeda like, hey, my dad or I think they said my husband got caught in crossfire in a war. Can you please help us with that? And he's like, that's not what he really wanted to do. And then we get to a meeting. Arami's I don't know, his subordinate, I guess, his subordinate and his son, Ikari or Hiari, I don't, Isari, that's his name. Yeah, they're having a meeting, whatever the case is. They say we can't do such and such because we don't have enough manpower to get materials to build this, blase blase. And Arami is like, I don't want to hear none of that crap. You need to tell me all our people died out there for no reason trying to get materials, and you can't do this. And he saw these like, we don't have enough manpower. We need to come up with a plan, whatever the case is. And, it got heated, and he started arguing. The two started arguing, and he was about to attack him. But then the army is like, I gave you that harpoon. You think you just finna, So he was like, nah, whatever. So he dipped from the meeting. After this, we kind of like, excuse me, I was yawning. We kind of like not visualize, but we seen like a somewhat of a backstory for Arami. But basically, like when Ikeda was a baby, they were at war. Or yeah, so it started off when they were at war. Arami he went to go visit the mom of the three. Then we got the flashback of them. They were at war with the hit and mist. Ikeda was a baby, but the mom was holding Ikeda as a baby on the field. Like, why would you do that? And obviously, our army was fighting with her. She got sniped by this ice skill from a hit and miss ninja, and she got frozen. And then she exploded over and fell over into the water. She's still frozen into this whatever you want to call it, this ice case or whatever the case is, till this day. So she's still dead. Then we got to a scene where Arami's reporter went back and reported to him that Funamushi's, he's back at the fortress, wherever they're at, their base, but he's dead. So then this is where we get into the scene or into the time frame of where it's present time where Boruto just defeated Funamushi. So he went to go visit the casing or whatever, and he confronted the guy like Funamushi's second hand, was like, what happened, whatever the case is. I guess his son Kobana got the news because then Kobana fled. He rushed to the scene just to find and see his dad is covered up in bandages because he's dead. Ikeda's like, don't look, or whatever the case is, and kid's crying. Arami got mad and was like, don't tell him not to look. You're a disgrace, Ikeda. You all this stuff going on, you still choose not to fight. Whatever the case is, punched his son. Walked out. The dad, he saw, not the dad, the brother, he saw, he tried to have a conversation. He's like, how long are you going to keep holding out until this and that, till your sister take over because she's strong, whatever the case is. And then shortly after all of that, the reporter had news on Lady Seven, which is their sister. So apparently she tried to call out for his name, whatever the case is, and they were having a conversation. He was telling her to stay down because she tried to get up, but she wouldn't listen. So she was like, no, I just remembered I was on command, I was on a mission, I gotta keep going. She eventually ends up falling over, and she hit the ground and opened up her womb. So she was dying, and someone's like, get it, or not someone, Ikeda was like, get a doctor, somebody get a doctor, and all of this stuff. And then she's like, tell me everything's going okay, but the Funato tell me we're winning. And throughout all of this, he's crying and he's in pain, and he lies and tell her that they're winning, and that she just eventually dies in quote unquote peace. And her peace, because she's been misled to believe that Funato is winning the whole time. They're not. They're losing power. So I think this finalized his decision on what he wanted to do, because throughout this whole episode, he kind of was like driven into a corner, and he was pressured to do something he don't want to do. So he jumped into water, unlocked his power, and now he has gills, and he looks like he could kick some butt. Ikeda is now a villain, and Boruto thinks it's all his fault. So yeah, that concludes episode 250. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. I wasn't able to put everything on my screen that I'm speaking of, and you guys know it's due to the copyright issue. They'll take it down, whatever the case is. So yeah, like I said, it was a short video, nothing to really talk about, like nothing big. It's just Ikeda became a villain under these circumstances. While Boruto was doing all of what he was doing with, Team 7 and the rest of them, all of this is what was going on behind all of that on the Funato side. So Lady Seren died, Funamushi died, and yeah, people are like seriously just dropping. Like this whole arc, people are just dying left and right. But that's what they'll need to give these characters a boost, like some type of character development or something like that. So yeah, that concludes this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget, if you guys want to join my Discord, you want to talk about the episodes or just play Naruto related content or games with me or whoever's in there, the link will be in the description. Don't forget, follow my Twitter page for updates on what I'm posting, or just to have a laugh with me when I repost posts such as like memes and things like that. And then also, if you guys want to watch me on Twitch, whenever I do start streaming on Twitch again, I'll leave a link in the description below. Hidaji the Shinobi signing out. Peace.